All right, team. So we're going to add silicone around this mounting plate. Again, the silicone is something that we put on here to make sure that no moisture gets behind there, which then creates mold. And then also it gives it a little bit more of support to this mounting plate outside of the screws and the adhesive tabs that it has in the back. So just a quick reminder on cure time, just making sure that you give it about an overnight amount of hours, which is anywhere between 4 to 6 hours. If it's longer, even better. But you're doing this work all overnight. Yeah. All right, so I have white silicone here that I'm going to apply to our showers or to our plates. The reason for that is I have a white tile. If you have a white tile, use white silicone. If you have any other colored tile like the grays and greens or whatever other color we have or you have at your club, you're going to go ahead and use a clear. This is a used tube that I've already used a couple times, but I'm going to show you how to prep a brand new tube. So this is a brand new tube, not one that we're going to use today, but we're going to go ahead and prep it and show you that process. So here you have a few indications of where you want to cut it. You don't want to cut it down here. You want to cut it somewhere towards the top. I tend to do it at the 3/16 mark. You're going to cut it at a 45-degree angle. You're going to use a safety knife, and you're just going to put it up against a table. You're just going to cut just across it. Again, in that angle. And that's it. So 45-degree angle. It's not super slanted, but it's just enough to be able to apply it on an angle when you're going against the plate and the wall. All right. So brand new tube. You're going to grab your this piece right here to puncture the hole. There is a seal here that you have to break, so you're just going to go in there a couple times. And then I have a microfiber rag handy. Just going to clean that off. And now your tube's ready to roll. Okay, we're not going to use this one because it's a different color, but we're going to go ahead and use this white one that has already been in action. All right, so to prep your tube, your caulk gun, you're going to press this button here. This is going to release this guide rod here. You're going to insert this way. Press this button. You're just going to, I use my hip there just to make sure that this part or the guide rod is flush up against where the tube is or the inner tube is. All right, so now this is ready to roll. Please use gloves, and if you prefer, use a mask and goggles. Just 2 gloves and a towel. Okay, so now you don't want, that's a little heavy, but you don't want to apply a super thick bead. You want to just apply enough, and it's not going to be perfect the first go. All right, so go under. Again, just enough to make sure that you are making that seal between the plate and the tile. So now we're going to release this, put this off to the side, and now we're going to clean up the bead of silicone that we just applied to this plate. So again, this is why we use gloves. We're just going to apply gentle pressure, and this has a little bit heavier amount, so we're going to clean that off. Again, it's not a perfect process, but If you put a little bit too much, it's fine. Just try to go light on the pressure when you're applying the silicone with the caulk gun. Go this way. We have that seal. You're going to see that seal come really clean here. For this process, there is specific tools that you could use. You could also use your finger. You could use a popsicle stick if you have some left over from your kids' club. Or if you have some just randomly laying around, you could use that too. I'm just going to apply just a little bit more here. All right. And as you can see, the point is just to make sure that there is a seal between the plastic plate, the mounting plate, and that wall to avoid that moisture from getting back there.